President John F. Kennedy visited Ireland from the 26th to 29th of June 1963. The descendant of Irish emigrants, his homecoming generated a huge outpouring of warmth and welcome throughout the country. Hundreds of thousands of Irish people turned out to cheer and applaud everywhere JFK went on the packed four-day visit. The small cottage in Dunganstown in County Wexford is the birthplace of JFK's great-grandfather, Patrick Kennedy. By the time Patrick reached adulthood, both his parents were dead, and the family homestead was controlled by his older brother John. Eldest son normally inherited the farmstead, and the rest of the children would have normally emigrated to England or the New World. Patrick emigrated during the Great Irish Famine to the United States via Liverpool in 1849 and settled in East Boston, Massachusetts. President Kennedy visited Dunganstown during his tour of Ireland, where he and his sisters greeted their cousin, Mary Ryan. The original embroidery was built in 1845 in Quebec, Canada. She was commissioned along with seven sister ships by William Graves and Son, a merchant family from New Ross. In 1845, the very year of her launch, famine struck Ireland. Entrepreneurial merchants like the Graves took the opportunity to turn a merchant ship into an emigrant ship. Between 1845 and 1851, the embroidery carried thousands of immigrants to North America. Lax regulation allowed a ship the size of the embroidery to carry anywhere from 160 passengers to over 300. This would have been how Patrick Kennedy made it to America. This is a spot where President Kennedy addressed the town with over 10,000 people coming from far and wide to see him. In his speech to the town, he said, "Glad to be here. I took 115 years to make this trip, and 6,000 miles, and 3 generations, and I am proud to be here." After the speech, he went into the crowd to greet people. To commemorate the 45th anniversary of his visit, a statue was unveiled of JFK by his sister Jean Candy Smith, which is dedicated to the memory and legacy of her brother. A crowd of over 1,000 people gathered to watch the unveiling of the statue, with many members of the government coming down to watch the festivities. This statue was constructed so people 100 years from now can look and see how one of the most influential men in history never forgot where he came from. A flame taken from the eternal flame at the gravesite of President John F. Kennedy at Arlington National Cemetery made its way to New Ross to celebrate the 50th anniversary of JFK's visit. The journey of this flame from the grave of President John F. Kennedy to the quay in New Ross, where his great-grandfather stepped aboard the emigrant ship, is a symbolic journey home. The flame was then handed to the Taoiseach at the time, Enda Kenny, Caroline Kennedy, daughter of President Kennedy, and Ambassador Jean Kennedy Smith, who lit the emigrant flame.